positive thinking. Gently tense up your muscles, just tense up anyone's, probably your buttocks and your arms, your biceps, anything to start off with, it doesn't matter. Your leg muscles. In the end, you want to squeeze up your face and your stomach and all this, but that'll come with time, you'll just get better. So gently squeeze them, then relax. And this is you learning the other way around from fight or flight, usually your brain's frightened and your muscles tense up. Now you're doing it the other way around. You're tensing them up and you're learning, and so you're able to relax them. That's the idea. And then think of your jaw. Do you lock your jaw all the time? Keep it rigid. No, you want to release it whenever you're aware of it. Because that's where a lot of people keep their tension, and with their jaw, and then that affects their whole head, really their skull. Maybe another idea is to become ambidextrous, because then you're sharing the weight. You're halving the burden on your dominant side. You're using your other side, and we should all be ambidextrous anyway. I think we should all be able to touch type. We should all be able to do shorthand and be ambidextrous. And let's just put ourselves in a deep, calm. Protect your chill by going slow motion. Probably that's the best thing you can do. If you go slow motion, then you'll be like the tortoise who beat the hare. You'll absorb the moment, and that includes eating your food. Do you chew your food quickly? Go really slow and just learn to absorb the moment, by going slow motion. It'll feel like you're going slow motion at first, but after a while, you'll just feel more relaxed, and especially in stressful situations. Because when you're going to the executioner's chair or whatever, that bad situation, waste a day, go slow, chill out, relax, go as slow as you can, spoil the day. They want to have a coffee straight after, go for a coffee, but waste a day, and maybe once you feel more relaxed, you might want to do the V sign or something, something like that, just because you feel so relaxed and chilled, So protect your chill by going slow motion. People want you to be tensed up, they want you to be agitated, so go slow motion. I think that's the way, that's the key. And that includes when you talk. You might even bring your voice down an octave even, if you do that, because you realise all the energy you're wasting being a hare when you can be nice and chilled like the tortoise. The more hurry, the less haste, or the less haste, the less waste. Something like that. Protect your chill. Come on, protect your chill. And just go slow motion. Slow motion. And you can even make videos up like this, to motivate yourself. This is making me think about thinking positive, and you can do the same. And others, if you share it, others will, it will uplift them as well. Because someday, and it's hard to believe this, someday the nice will win all over the world because of the internet. Now, at the moment we're in a state of flux because the internet's not that old, but long term the nice will win, and there'll be lots of changes, just like in America and Britain. We'll have the Swiss electoral system, because we'll be wanting to vote on issues rather than party hampers. We'll be wanting to vote more than 4 or 5 times, more than once every 4 or 5 years, which our politicians prefer it that way, but that's not very democratic. And remember to get yourself out in high pressure days. I mean high pressure as the weather. Get yourself out. Maybe get an electric bike, because that's great, better than a bike. It's like being given a shove. Somebody's giving you a push. And or a car or whatever. Electric car especially. They're great. Get yourself out to new places. You know, you want to know everywhere around your 50 miles, 100 miles, 150 miles, even further. Yeah, yeah, you want to really. A change is as good as a rest. And we'll do some tensing of our muscle again. Tense the muscles up gently, 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 and relax them. Gently tense up. It doesn't matter what one, just tensing up to start with. You'll get better at it like a bodybuilder, really. Eventually you'll be tensing up your hands, your feet, your eyes, your scalp muscles, you know. But don't worry at the start. And remember the neck. You can give your neck a squeeze, and that's a good way of getting tension out of there. And try and get that the magical bubbles that you can get around about the neck when it's releasing very long-term tension. And remember, there's always more than one option, even for any problem. There's always more than one option, one solution. There's always different ways. Don't get yourself into one corner, you have no other choice. Think of other options, you know, that's the way to go. And let's just enjoy these last moments. Enjoy them, yeah. And maybe on YouTube you can get into ASMR, MR, or mindfulness. You know, that seems to be a good way to make money on YouTube, I think. Yeah, it's very popular. People are looking for comfort. And yeah, this is what this is supposed to do. And yeah, because the nice are going to win long term. So yeah, we can all think of that. And you're nice, so we can all someday we'll all be victorious. At the moment, there's a bit of flux, because it's new and everything. But yeah, just enjoy the moment. Protect your chill, tense and relax. Release your jaw. Bye bye.